Hello, I'm Robyn Moore with today's Re-MINDavator, Growing Leaders. Now, some people say leaders are born. Well, they may be, but I think you grow leaders, and you can grow leaders every day. I love the leadership quote, "A leader is someone who gets to do what they may not want to do so they can be everything they've always dreamt they could be." As a speaker, I see lots of different leadership styles. And I think there's 4 key words that enable us to grow other leaders. Number 1, participation. We as leaders need to fully participate and be there and show up as leaders. Number 2, we have to know our people. Know their stories. Number 3 is purpose. What is our purpose in growing leaders? And number 4 is potential, recognising potential in others and fostering that potential. I get very frustrated sometimes at conferences when I see leaders open a conference and then they don't stay. They don't show up. They don't remain there to inspire others. I think that's a lost opportunity. I was working with a government department recently to raise morale, and one of their bosses came over and he pointed into my face and said, "You better be good or..." And I thought, wow, I think you might be part of the problem. So he became my work of art. At the end of the talk, he was thrilled with the results. And I was speaking to all of his staff and he said, "Do you know everybody?" And I said, "Well, I'm getting to know everybody. I'm getting to hear their stories." And my beautiful work of art said, "I'd better get to know my people." Knowing your purpose is vital in growing leaders. I was working with women in mutuals in Sydney last week. In the invitation sent out, it said, "Invite somebody from your workplace in whom you see potential to become a leader." Oh, it was such a lovely celebration. And you could see people stepping into whole new worlds and possibilities they hadn't imagined before. I'd like to honour my beautiful sister in this Re-MINDavator. My sister Kay passed away 2 weeks ago, and she was the embodiment of a leader growing other leaders. She was a celebrant, an amazing celebrant who healed people with her words. She was in palliative care and a beautiful funeral director came to visit. My sister said to Louise, "Louise, I see your full potential as a celebrant and I'm planning my own funeral and I want you to be my celebrant." It was a wonderful moment, an extraordinary gift. And we watched Louise say yes 1,000 times yes. And she stepped into this new leadership role. At the funeral, she was exquisite. She was amazing. And I thought how superb my sister was as a human being, to be so fully present to her life that she planned her own funeral. To know people so well that she invited Louise into this role, that she knew her purpose was to pass on this leadership role and to actually fulfill Louise's potential. So who are you going to invite into their full potential? Are you going to be present and fully participate? Are you going to know everybody in the workplace and your family, know their stories? Are you going to know your purpose and fulfill on that? And are you going to invite other people to step into their full potential and become a leader?